How to crack CAT in 40 days. Now, this one question is going to attract various different kinds of answers at this stage. हर कोई अपने किस्म से advice देगा, अपने किस्म के होंगे approaches. मेरा approach बहुत simple है that if you have to make that greatest comeback ever and if you are not doing really well in your mocks, then right now it needs to be a very specific remedial approach, which means that the first thing which you need to know is for this comeback to happen, that where you at, तुम कहाँ पे हो in each of the three sections, which is VARC, DILR and QA. And then once you identify that what the problem is, then you move on to how do you solve that. Because see, right now at this point of time, it would be very easy for me or for somebody to give you generic advice, a generic week by week plan कि जी इस हफ्ते में quant कर लेना, इस हफ्ते में 2 मतलब वो लिखने हैं, you have to appear for like 2 mocks or 3 mocks or do the analysis. Very generic advice. Right now that does not help you. Therefore, this video I think is going to be the only video you need to actually improve any kind of scores which you have in VARC, DILR and QA, any kind, which means तुम जहाँ पे भी हो वहाँ से improve ही करके जाओगे. If you don't know me yet, I'm Darpan Saxena, an MBA graduate from IIM Udaipur. I have been the MBA product head at Kai Launcher. I'm the founder of Creatum and I help MBA students create fulfilling careers without depending on placements. Without further ado, what I want to tell you is one very simple thing. And I'll start off with a very small story. I was talking to an IITian who's an MBA aspirant and she was speaking to me on my one-to-one interactions on call. And she was having some issues in quant and DILR and some other areas as well. And what I told to her is that no, let's not use broad statements about this thing that, that my CAT prep is not going well or that my scores in mocks are not good. I said that, wait, no. And this is my advice to all of you, to you, the one who's watching this, that please, the first thing which you need to do is that crystallize a problem statement for each section, for each sub areas where you're feeling there is a problem, which is what exactly I'm going to do for you right now. This is going to be a long one. Again, somebody might say that sir, but मैं तो ओवरऑल अभी भी 50% आ रही है. आप क्या बोल रहे हो कि VRC का देखो क्या प्रॉब्लम है, DILR में देखो क्या, अकाउंट में तो मेरे में तो सभी हैं इश्यूज, अभी तक सब कुछ इशू है. Even then, the larger problem still has constituent problems. The reason why you're not scoring or you're scoring a 50 percentile, suppose, in a DILR is not the same reason why you're scoring a 50 in a VRC. That is different. So we need to understand it. Now moving on. Here is what you need to see it. If I'm talking about VARC, probably there are 2 kinds of problem which you are encountering right now. And let me know in the comments, जहाँ पे भी आपको लगे, हाँ, this is my problem. I want you to go down in the comments and acknowledge that you have a problem, because the starting point always of solving a problem is to acknowledge it. And then probably also in the comments, I'll be able to help you more specific way. In VRC, you have either of these 2 problems. The problem number 1, which you might be encountering, is that while out of the 24 questions, you're solving 18 plus questions, which which if you've been following me long enough, you would know that is my general advice, that in VRC you have to attempt, you have to make that attempt to attempt all questions. That's that. So if you're somewhere near to that and you're solving 18 plus questions, which includes obviously 4 RCs, but you're getting more incorrect, your accuracy is not good कि जी सर मैंने 18 तो कर दिए मगर उसमें से 8 मतलब मेरे गलत हो गए, सर 7 मतलब मेरे गलत हो गए, क्या ही फायदा हो रहा है मेरा. अगर वो है तो उस केस में एग्जैक्टली प्रॉब्लम क्या है, या फिर एक और भी इशू हो सकता है, that you're not even solving 18 questions, which means that probably what your strategy is that सर वो 3 RC करके ना फिर समय नहीं बचता, फिर मन करता है सर यार वो VA पे आ जाओ फटाफट, अब तो ये होगी नहीं RC मेरे से. ऐसे बहुत केसेस होंगे. I know that. I've been speaking to students for the last 10 years now almost with CL and outside, so I know this. Let me know in the comments if these are your problems. Now I'll tell you the problem statement and उसका solution यहाँ पे है, आगे है. So अभी let's acknowledge that क्या issues है. भाई अगर 18 से ज्यादा सवाल कर पा रहे हो, मतलब चारों RC कर पा रहे हो, मगर inaccuracy का है इशू, then obviously you have to solve for accuracy. इसमें कोई बहुत smart चीज नहीं बोल दी मैंने कि obvious बात है कि we have to improve accuracy, which means also somewhere a second level to it is that I have to solve for my comprehension, because one of the reasons why after solving 18 or 19 or 20 questions in VRC, if I'm not really being able to get my answers right, I have a problem in comprehension. Comprehension, I'm not speaking about reading comprehension. Comprehension, I mean to say understanding the question, probably even understanding the Angrezi of that. That is the thing. But broadly, I would say that yes, we have to solve for accuracy. That is what we know. But if you're solving less than 18 questions, we know for a fact that yeah, we have to solve for speed. speed. कि how is it that you're not completing RCs? To me, if you were to ask me, in VRC it is almost criminal to not complete your 4 RCs, because that is where the marks are. In VA there are a lot of problems. Like for example, I give this example to so many students of mine. Suppose there is a non-MCQ question on PJs, para jumbles, and for that question you don't have options. What are the chances that the sequence which you will write is going to be the exactly same sequence which is the answer? वो आपने 2413 जो आंसर एक्चुअल आंसर है, इस बात की कितनी श्योरिटी है कि वो 2413 ही आपका आंसर आया एंड 2431 नहीं आया है? उसमें एक भी अगर वर्ड यहाँ हो गया, अगर एक भी चीज यहाँ हो गई, योर आंसर इज रॉन्ग. सो फॉर सच क्वेश्चंस यू नीड टू नो दैट वेट अ मिनट यार, इसमें अगर ऑप्शन होते फिर भी मैं कर लेता. विदाउट ऑप्शन दिस क्वेश्चन इज अ होपलेस एम फॉर मी. दैट इज व्हाई द सेकंड थिंग इज दैट यू हैव टू सॉल्व फॉर स्पीड. हाउ डू यू डू दिस? I will be speaking about this when I speak about this here. Let me speak to you now about DILR quickly. There could be 3 problems. Whichever problem is yours, first go down in the comments, instantly acknowledge it and then keep watching the video. It's very important. I'll tell you why. Because once you write it down that yes, this is a problem, then your mind will be attuned to solve it. The first problem which you might be solving in, which you might be having in your DILR is this, that I'm solving 2 or more sets, but incorrect हो जा रहे हैं. And DILR में ये again this is a bit of a crime. I'll tell you why. Because see, unlike VRC, your DILR and QA they have absolute answers. Because उसमें आपने सॉल्व करा है, तो वहां पे एक्यूरेसी इतनी लो नहीं हो सकती है. अगर आप वीक भी हैं, अगर आप क्वांट में इवन इफ यू आर वीक, ज्यादा से ज्यादा ये होगा कि आप कम सवाल अटेम्प्ट करके आएंगे, बट ऐसा नहीं होगा कि आप गलत करके आ जाए. ऐसा नहीं होता. तो अगर DILR में अगर आप गलत करके आ रहे हैं मगर ज्यादा सॉल्व कर पा रहे हैं, कहीं ना कहीं यू नीड टू गेट बैक टू अ कंसेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी रिगार्डिंग द अप्रोच ऑफ हाउ यू आर अप्रोचिंग दैट क्वेश्चन. एंड आई हैव सम आंसर्स टू दिस ओवर हियर. ऑल्सो इट कुड बी, and hence it's a very small this thing over here, that it could also be that आप कैलकुलेशन में ठीक नहीं है, कहीं कैलकुलेशन में कुछ ना कुछ इशू हो रहे हैं. ऐसे बहुत स्टूडेंट्स हैं. सो इट्स नॉट इवन अ सरप्राइजिंग थिंग दैट देयर आर स्टूडेंट्स हु आर इनहेरेंटली नॉट वेरी गुड विद मैथ. Hence, they are not good with quick calculations, and once they get into an exam like this, they try to solve these things very fast, and more often than not, they calculate it incorrectly, or they try to put approximation, but at the cost of having the question wrong. So they try to have speed at the cost of getting the question wrong. I have a solve for this towards the end. Now the problem number 2 might be having is that I'm solving 2 sets, but I'm stuck at 2. कि वो DILR में मेरा ये बन गया है, मैं 2 सेट पे ही हो पाते हैं. मतलब वो इन द 40 मिनट्स ऑफ DILR मैं इतना या तो स्लोली करता हूँ सॉल्व या जो भी है, मैं 2 से आगे बढ़ पा नहीं रहा हूँ. तो मुझे पता है 2 में मेरा क्राइटेरिया क्लियर हो जाएगा, सब हो जाएगा, मगर परसेंटाइल में खींच सकता हूँ यहाँ पे, बिकॉज 2 करता हूँ और सही करता हूँ. भाई ऑब्वियसली यू हैव टू समवेयर सॉल्व फॉर स्पीड. अभी एवरीथिंग इज ऑब्वियस. इट माइट सीम वेरी ऑब्वियस कि सर ये क्या कर रहे हो आप, ये सॉल्व फॉर एक्यूरेसी, सॉल्व फॉर स्पीड. अगर आप कम एक्यूरेट हो तो बिकम एक्यूरेट, अगर स्पीड स्लो है तो स्पीड. इट सीम्स very obvious. The reason why I'm sharing this is that this is establishing the context, and most students are not able to crystallize it like that. They just go out and say that I am weak in DILR. It does not work like that. What is the problem? तुम्हें concepts नहीं आते कि तुम्हारी speed slow है. Please get back to this fundamental approach when you are speaking to me. Or I will spend some समय on it, but I will reach the same point. So उससे ज़्यादा अच्छा है that before you book a one-to-one call with me, or if you try to reach out to me, get this clarity at least, so that we can be faster with our process. DILR में तीसरी प्रॉब्लम ये हो सकती है कि भाई मैं 2 सेट्स भी नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ, which would be a very common problem which I know. Again, the problem is both conceptual clarity and speed. कि conceptual clarity भी नहीं है, इसलिए ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा एक सेट कर पाता हूँ, और obviously वो तो speed है ही नहीं कि अगर एक सेट भी अगर मैंने किया तो फटाफट क्यों नहीं कर पाया कि मैं सेकंड सेट ले पाऊँ. It's basically this. Your entire set of problems ना are included here. कहीं ना कहीं यहाँ पे है. You have to spot down that which is your problem. You have to do that. Going on into quant, again 3 problems you might be having. That your accuracy is great, but I solve less than 10 questions, which is going to be a problem. Again, criteria शायद तुम्हारा clear हो जाए, because अगर मान लो 8 भी करते हो तो लगभग तुम 22 एक नंबर ले आओगे, तो तुम्हारा criteria is at the most of these IMs, your criteria will get solved. But if you want to score a 99 or a 95 percentile in quant, in QA and CAT, that is not happening. And then you know that your problem is conceptual clarity. Why am I not saying that यार the problem is speed? कि सर 10 से कम करो, speed problem नहीं, because why? Because, my dear friends, if you're doing only 10 questions in 30, which means you're solving 3 per this thing, which means that you're not slow. You're slow because you're not able to solve it faster. Because आप conceptually clear नहीं है, आप शायद सही सवाल अगर चुनते भी हैं, probably one of the problems could also be that you're not picking the right questions, about which I'll be speaking to you. A lot of interesting specific strategies, again specific to your problem strategies are there in this to get a good 99-98 percentile in QA, in CAT. It could be a conceptual problem. It usually is a conceptual problem that मैं 8-9-10 सवाल से ज़्यादा नहीं कर पाता हूँ because मुझे वो समझने में सोचने में प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है. Second problem could be this, that accuracy is great. I solve more than 10 questions but less than 15. Here is somewhere I would say, I would go out and state that that this shouldn't be a problem as such. But I know I have still stated it here as one of the problems because I know that in my experience students come to me with this as a issue कि सर 15 के नीचे ही हो पा रहे हैं, सर 13-14 कर पा रहा हूँ, क्या करूँ. यूजुअली I say to them कि इतना प्रॉब्लम है नहीं, बट यू कुड वर्क ऑन स्पीड. बिकॉज अगर तुम 13, 14, 15 तक पहुंच रहे हो, कंसेप्चुअली क्लैरिटी तुम्हें है. बिकॉज अगेन सी यू, हाउ डू एस्टिमेट दिस कि यार वो कह रहा है एक्यूरेट भी हूँ एंड आई कैन सी हिज लाइक स्कोर्स ऑल्सो, एंड वो कह रहा है 13, 14 भी कर पा रहा हूँ, मतलब समय भी सही दे रहा है वो क्वेश्चन को. देन प्रॉबेबली he or she or you, if you are having this problem, then probably you're not structuring your attempts properly. Why? Then you're not solving the ones which are easier ones faster, so that you do it faster and you create more space for yourself to be able to accommodate more questions. Because a person who's having this problem that sir 15 से ऊपर जा नहीं पा रहा हूँ, that means वो 15 से ऊपर जा सकता है, and speed is the problem, so that could be worked on. That's that. And the third problem which you could have in QA is that I solve many questions in QA. Now this could be any number. 8 questions could be a lot for you, 10 questions, 15 questions, 20 questions, but accuracy poor. आधे तो मतलब मेरे हो जाते हैं wrong. उसमें क्या issue है? Again I would go back to that कि conceptual clarity भी हो सकती है, और एक और चीज़ है भाई कि calculation issue या फिर focus नहीं है. अगर यार तुम 16, 17, 18 सवाल तक जा रहे हो, सपोज करो अगर तुम वो हो और उसमें से आधे रॉन्ग हो जा रहे हैं, देन समवेयर यू हैव द स्पीड, समवेयर यू आल्सो हैव द इनेट फीलिंग दैट यस यार क्वांट इज माय स्ट्रेंथ एरिया. अदरवाइज कोई नहीं जा रहा है, कोई नहीं कर रहा है 18 सवाल जिसका स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है, फोकस नहीं है, बस वो कुछ. फिर जब बाद में हो जाता है ना एग्जाम, तब समझ आता है ओ यार ये तो क्यों कर दिया मैंने, ओ यार सर पता है क्या होता है, मैं जब ना वो करती हूँ अपना एनालिसिस, देन आई कैन सॉल्व एवरीथिंग. सर फिर सब कुछ सॉल्व हो जाता है, सर ये भी हो जाता है, सर वो भी हो जाता है, सर ये भी कर लेते, तो मुझे पता है क्या होता है. That's why I'm saying this. Then that's a problem of lack of focus. Now, my dear friends, now that probably you've spent some time in understanding the problem statement, let me go down to how to make this come back. Given that these are the problem statements for you, that's that. Now, here is what it is. Again, I will be splitting it as per section. Some of this advice across the sections will be very similar, but it will be customized to that particular section. And don't just go by what is there on your screen. You also need to hear me out. Very important. I'll go to how to make this come back. In VRC again, how do you improve accuracy? If your problem statement ever has been that you're okay, VRC attempts are good, accuracy is low, how do we go about it? Here is one very simple thing. I'll give you 2 things to it. First thing is that, my dear friends, that you have to watch a guru solve RCs or VA questions. That is how you improve accuracy, because probably the problem, or most likely the problem, is that your comprehension, your ability to understand and think about it, your thought behind what how to think about that answer is not yet so much strong. And probably you need to see an expert solve it in front of you and hear him or her speak about कि अच्छा अब मैंने ये सोचा, अब ना इसमें ना एक स्मार्ट वे ये होती है that because this is a very broad statement, hence this cannot be the answer. Now this statement is a very narrow statement, broad, narrow, extreme, ऐसे कुछ होते हैं. If you don't know this BANE, B-A-N-E, then you need to go down in the comments and let me know that sir please make a video on BANE, B-A-N-E, and it's a very famous concept. It's not mine, but you know this. तो वो है. तो so when you'll see a guru solve this VARC and everything, you'll do it. One very simple advice for you is that please go to Jijo's YouTube channel and watch any 5 videos on RCs and VA. Any 5. The reason why I'm saying any 5, because any 5 will give you the clarity, will give you an approach. Just watch that, it will help you. If you think it has started to help you, watch more on his channel. It's going to help you completely. The second way of improving accuracy is one advice which I give in my paid calls. And I'm not sharing it outside over here. So somebody who's already attended a paid call with me knows this already. And again, if you want to speak to me, you should go down and book a call with me, so that if you have any specific things, we can do it. Now the second way is that there is a 48-hour recall strategy which I use so extensively with my students who are facing problems of accuracy. मैं कहता हूँ यार कुछ नहीं करना है तुम्हें. तुमने मान लो आज है, you're watching this video on a Wednesday suppose or on a Thursday, ठीक है. थर्सडे को जो भी सुबह तुमने अगर आज 3 RCs करे अगर सॉल्व, सपोज आई वॉन्ट द सेम 3 RCs इन द सेम सीक्वेंस यू अटेम्प्ट ऑन अ सैटरडे 48 आवर्स लेटर. व्हाई? आई वॉन्ट टू सी कि जब तुमने 48 आवर्स पहले, अच्छा हाँ वेट अ मिनट, जो 48 आवर्स पहले सॉल्व करें, आई होप तुमने उसका एनालिसिस भी कराओ कि अच्छा इसका क्या आंसर था, ये क्यों सही था. वॉच दैट, देन आफ्टर दैट गो बैक टू इट 48 आवर्स और इवन लेटर, इट कुड इवन बी 3 days later, and I want you to solve it again as if you're solving it fresh. And then I want to see whether you have the approach in your head established हो जाती है कि नहीं. Because this is almost like a litmus test कि जो मैं पढ़ता हूँ और analysis करता हूँ ये मुझे रहता भी है मेरे जहन में कि बस करा और हो गया. It is an eye-opening litmus test. ये आपको कोई और बताएगा नहीं, because there is more sensational advice to give on how to crack CAT with a 99 percentile and how to ace VARC and you can do all structuring and everything. But this is a very rudimentary thing कि भाई एक बार let's just check 48 hours पहले जो करा था वो हमें याद है कि नहीं है. Repeat this exercise every 48 hours. So Saturday को solve the questions which you had solved already on Thursday. Sunday को the ones on Friday. Keep doing it for at least 1 week. You will realize that your recall will improve. So once you watched a video on VARC by somebody or by anybody, you will at least retain it. Retention is a very big problem. My dear friends, this in itself solves VARC for you in terms of accuracy. If you still have problems, I would still suggest either you join my free Telegram group, you will find the link to it in the description, or book a call only if you have any more specific queries apart from this and you have to speak to me. This is your time. You have to leave no stone unturned. This is very important. Now the next thing is, how do you improve speed in VARC? Three things which have helped me greatly personally and have helped my students so much in VARC. The one thing is that now a broad advice obviously is that only time bound practice. अब कोई RC you're not doing just for the fun of it. You're doing it in a time bound practice. What is that time bound practice? वो भी यहाँ पे I will explain again. Just like that 48-hour recall strategy which I shared with you, which I usually share in my paid calls, I am opening up another secret to you. What is this secret? This is that what could be a 30-minute sprint strategy for you. Now you know this. In your VARC, you have 40 minutes, 16 questions of RCs, 8 questions of VA. Okay. Your aim has to be that 8 questions you will solve in 10 minutes, which means remaining half an hour you have to give for your 4 RCs. You have to practice that every day. Use a 40-minute sprint strategy, 30 minutes, 4 RCs every day. I don't care. If on one day you are only able to do 3 RCs, in one day you're able to do 3.5 RCs, on some days you will do all 4 RCs as well, but that's okay. But every time you sit down to practice, you're sitting down with that time pressure only. This is the only way you develop the strength and the muscle to do it fast. Again, I give this example way too often now. Usain Bolt, the famous 100%, the 100-meter sprinter, if he has to practice for a race, a 100-meter race, do you think he practices to run a marathon every day? No, he practices the 100-meter race each day. That how can he get faster and faster and faster? That's exactly what you have to do. So when you know that you have to solve 4 RCs 30 minutes, that's what you do day in and day out, so that you have developed the muscle to do it. That is what it is. Please do it. And from there, the third way to actually improve your speed is that there are certain tips in which how can you improve your reading speed significantly. I have made a full video on this in which I have give you a demo also, that एक मैंने वो लिया है and I have said कैसे देखो अब ये line लिखी है, how to read this fast. There are ways. For example, while reading you should not speak, because then your reading speed will be restricted to your to your speed of speaking. A lot of times it happens that once we read, we are also speaking it out, that okay, this boy then went to this. Now Now what is happening is that if you're not reading in your mind, your reading speed is restricted by the speed of your mouth effectively. That's that. This I have covered in a video of mine. Please go ahead and watch that video. I would also link to it if you ask me in the comments. I'll give you the link also, because I would know that then you are interested to know it. Ask me for it. There are also a lot of ways. उसमें मैंने बहुत कुछ explain करा that अगर मान लो किसी एक statement के आगे if you are given an example that this has happened, for example this, then there are ways. You can also skip the example, or you can use the example to actually learn more about that statement. अभी शायद तुम्हें समझ नहीं आएगा, but you will know that there are ways that toppers use. So if you think that VRC में toppers have this unfair advantage that उनकी अंग्रेजी ज़्यादा अच्छी होती है. unfair advantage तो है, but अंग्रेजी ज़्यादा अच्छी है शायद उसका ही नहीं, एक और unfair advantage है which even you can acquire. That's that. Moving on, how do you do things for DILR, whatever problems you might be having? How do you improve your conceptual clarity in DILR? कि यार मुझे अप्रोच ही नहीं आ रही, मुझे अप्रोच कैसे करते हैं? First thing is that okay, strengthening your approach. अगर अप्रोच नहीं आ रही कैसे करोगे आप strengthening? Again, I would simply say this one thing: go to your second last or third last mock which you have already attempted and already analyzed, not just attempted. You see, again, if you're not analyzing your mocks, तो वो तो that is a non-negotiable already. तब तो तुम वैसे भी कहीं जा नहीं रहे हो. तो if you have a question of how to get a 99 percentile in 40 days and how to prepare for CAT and what should be my schedule for CAT prep, उसका कोई फायदा नहीं है अगर तुम analysis कर नहीं रहे हो. उस mock को उठाओ and solve it again. Only the DILR part. I wanted to again check तुम्हें अप्रोच याद हो रही है कि नहीं, because the problem is ideally what should happen, why am I advising you this? Ideally what should happen is that the more number of RC sets you keep on seeing, the more your knowledge should expand. It's like a AI LLM model that जितना उसको हमने फीड करा उसके लर्निंग में और वृद्धि हुई, वो बहुत जरूरी है. तो आपको चेक करना है कि आप जो मॉक्स देते हो, एनालिसिस करते हो, उसका कोई फायदा भी हो रहा है. अगर ये जो एक मॉक आपने दोबारा से सॉल्व करा सिर्फ DILR के सेट्स, एंड इफ यू रियलाइज दैट ओ शिट मुझे याद नहीं है, मैं बड़ी आई वुड गो अहेड एंड से दैट प्लीज फॉर DILR रीअटेम्प्ट ऑल योर मॉक्स. तुमने चाहे अभी तक 10 मॉक लिखे हो, 15 लिखे हो, 20 लिखे हो, स्टार्ट कर दो करना, दोबारा करना शुरू कर दो. तुम्हें नया तीसरी चीज चाहिए ही नहीं उसमें DILR में. दैट्स दैट. द सेकंड थिंग व्हिच यू कैन डू इज, एंड सी ऑल ऑफ दीज पीसेस ऑफ एडवाइस राइट नाउ, आई नो दैट यू आर फीलिंग वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट दिस कि सर ये मजा आ गया. सो ये किसी ने नहीं बताया, ये इतना सिंपलिस्टिक है कि मुझे पता है अगर मैं कर गया या अगर मैं कर गई, I could actually end up scoring a 99 percentile in any of these three, either in QA, either in DILR or in VARC. Do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, because this is not the end of it. This is the beginning. I would be there with you in this last 40 days, 30 days to CAT. Very important videos about attempt strategy. Not just that, beyond CAT, what you have to do for ZAT, SNAP, all of those things. Subscribe to the channel, very important. Next thing in DILR, again similar to RCs, I would say this: please watch a guru solve the sets. Any video on any channel in which they're solving a DILR set in a time-bound fashion, please watch them. It's almost like seeing an expert do it खुद से. Learn that and then again do the same thing. Use the 48-hour recall strategy on this. जो एक वीडियो देख ली, अब उसके सेट्स 48 hours बाद जाके खुद सॉल्व करिए. That is how you're establishing things in your यादाश्त. I'm not saying you to do rote. No, far from it. I am telling you to build recall of concepts, of approach, of frameworks which will help you get faster in this. That is how some people win, or everyone does, because they know what are the classical approaches to any set. That's that. Remember that. And the third way is very simple. Please use your rough sheets in a better manner. Most likely क्या हो रहा है कि तुम DILR सेट का डेटा ही मैनेज नहीं कर पा रहे हो, तुम उसको शीट्स पे अच्छे से लिख पा नहीं रहे हो. इसलिए a lot of times your sets are going wrong because you have not been able to manage data properly for that set. Therefore simplistic advice, बेशक अभी के लिए तुम स्लो भी हो जाओ अगर दिक्कत नहीं है, बिकॉज देखो अगेन क्या इश्यूज है तुम्हारे. इश्यूज यही तो है कि यार मैं कर पा रहा हूं 3 सेट सॉल्व बट दे आर रॉन्ग. उससे बेहतर तो फिर मतलब यही है ना कि यू डू एटलीस्ट 2 सेट्स बट ऑल राइट. देयरफॉर इफ यू आर थिंकिंग यू आर गोइंग टू फास्ट एंड यू आर मेकिंग सम स्टूपिड एरर्स, स्लो डाउन, अरेंज द डेटा ऑन द पेपर very properly. This is what would help you in building good conceptual clarity and approach for DILR. Moving on to speed for DILR, 2 things. एंड टू वेरी सिंपल थिंग्स. एक थिंग तो तुम्हें अभी तक समझ आ गई होगी, विच इज माई क्लासिकल एडवाइस फॉर एनीथिंग विच कम्स टू स्पीड, विच माय डियर फ्रेंड्स इज दैट, आई विल ओपन दैट फर्स्ट, पहले छोड़ो. दैट थिंग इज यू हैव टू sprint, you have to practice in a time bound manner, as simple as that. Why am I saying this? Because देखो, in DILR and VARC both, your speed is not just a speed problem, it is actually a comprehension problem. तो अगर speed तुम्हारा DILR में है issue, please follow these strategies as well जो ऊपर लिखी हैं for the conceptual clarity, because VARC और DILR में speed तभी हो सकती है अगर आपका comprehension अच्छा हो. Again, see, I know these things. That is why I am able to help you with these things. A lot of I've seen a lot of others who give this advice that यार तुम्हारी speed slow है ना, then solve the questions in a much मतलब like become fast, और मतलब fast पढ़ो और ये करो. अरे भाई वो होना होता तो हो ही ना जाता यार. स्पीड का प्रॉब्लम भी इन दो एरियाज में कहीं ना कहीं कॉम्प्रहेंशन इशू है कि यार VRC में तो हमें समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है, इसलिए देख रहे हैं दोबारा से क्या आंसर है. DILR में भी सिमिलर कुछ ना कुछ है. स्प्रिंट स्ट्रैटेजी क्या है? स्प्रिंट स्ट्रैटेजी ये है कि भैया टाइम बाउंड है, 40 मिनट में 3 सेट्स का टारगेट बना के चलना है. एंड एवरी टाइम यू सिट डाउन टू प्रैक्टिस DILR, इफ यू आर नॉट राइटिंग अ मॉक, देन यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग लाइक दिस. यू आर नॉट गिविंग लूज रेंज कि यार मैं एक सेट हाफ एन आवर तक मैं, क्योंकि अभी मतलब मैं समझ रहा हूँ ना, अभी मतलब मैं सीख रहा हूँ ना, नहीं अब सीखने का टाइम खत्म. अगर अभी भी 40 दिन पहले तुम सीख रहे हो तो नेक्स्ट ईयर का कैट है फिर तो मान लिया, फिर अभी स्नैपचैट भी है, वो भी कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है जो भी है, बट टाइम बाउंड अप्रोच होनी चाहिए. इफ दिस इज मेकिंग सेंस टू यू, बिकॉज दिस शुड एंड दिस इज आई नो दैट, आई कैन फील द एनर्जी somehow, go down in the comments and let me know that yes, this particular advice is the one which I'll be solving. I want you to write it, because only when you write these things you will actually establish it in your conscience, in your subconscious. Do that, please do that. Please write it down in the comments so that the world knows that yes, you'll be working on this and you know it. That's that. Make a promise to yourself, not to me. Moving on from there, I'll just quickly end this up with QA. How do you do a conceptual clarity improvement in QA? One of my classical advices is that bhai, you have to cover the breadth of the syllabus in QA. QA happens to be the only area which has a syllabus to it. 5 चीजें हैं यार, अरिथमेटिक, अलजेब्रा, नंबर सिस्टम, ज्योमेट्री, मॉडर्न मैथ, ठीक है. अब जब एक लौता ऐसा एरिया है जिसका कोर्स है, जिसका एक स्ट्रक्चर है, द फर्स्ट थिंग विच यू शुड हैव बीन एबल टू डू, और दिस इज लाइक you should be able to check if you have already been able to do this or not, is that भैया तुमने सारे प्रीवियस ईयर के क्वेश्चन, लगभग 500 to 600 क्वेश्चंस क्वांट के सिर्फ प्रीवियस ईयर्स में से कर लिए कि नहीं. I will stick my neck out and say this for quant. Solving previous year questions is all the learning you need to do, because in quant ऐसा कोई सवाल नहीं है जो बहुत अलग होगा as compared to what are the questions which have come in the last 6 or 7 years already. कुछ नहीं है. Similar structures, similar things which they ask, similar concepts which you have to apply. ये 600 नंबर क्यों लिखा है? द ब्रॉड थिंग इज दैट कि आपने प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस में अरिथमेटिक और अलजेब्रा के 200 ईच, मतलब 400 क्वेश्चंस वो कर लिए, और उसके बाद नंबर सिस्टम और ज्योमेट्री के 100 तो फुल 400 प्लस 100 प्लस 100 600 क्वेश्चन ओवरऑल अगर आपने कर लिए हैं, आप सेफली अज्यूम करके चल सकते हैं दैट यू हैव कवर्ड द ब्रेथ ऑफ द सिलेबस इन QA, एंड दैट इन इटसेल्फ माय डियर फ्रेंड शुड गिव यू इमेंस कॉन्फिडेंस कि भैया मैंने ब्रेथ कवर करा हुआ है. अब मैंने एटलीस्ट हर वो किस्म का क्वेश्चन देखा हुआ है जो मुझसे नहीं होता. मगर अगेन, क्या आपका रिकॉल अच्छा है? अगर रिकॉल अच्छा नहीं है तो माय डियर फ्रेंड्स, देन यू हैव टू यूज द रिकॉल स्ट्रैटेजी, which is extremely important, which I will come very shortly. Another practice which you should have developed already, and if you were my student, had you spoken to me earlier, you would have known this. Are you in the habit of bookmarking questions which are interesting? यार ये एक सवाल था बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग सवाल था, मुझसे यार ये सॉल्व नहीं हुआ, ये कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, इसका क्या कर सकते हैं? Are there questions of that kind? Are you bookmarking them? Are you going back to those questions and seeing that अच्छा यार ये मैंने क्वेश्चन करा था एक बार, I just need to check कि यार ये मतलब कैसे होता है, ये ऐसे होता है कि नहीं. डू दैट. एंड अगेन एज आई सेड, रिकॉल स्ट्रैटेजी, बिल्ड योर रिकॉल. कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी का अगर इशू है तो शायद कॉन्सेप्ट याद नहीं हो रहे. कैन यू रीच अ पॉइंट कि 1-2 बार वो कॉन्सेप्ट मैंने किया, सॉल्व करा, मुझे याद हो गया है. दैट इज द फास्टेस्ट वे टू गेट अ ग्रेट परसेंटाइल इन 40 days in CAT. Be very strategic, remember everything you're doing, that is it, and you build it through recall strategy. You would have observed my video was not about generic strategies of this is the schedule for this last week and second last week. उस schedule का क्या करोगे तुम्हारी अगर कुछ specific problems हैं वो generic advices से अब fulfill नहीं हो सकती हैं. Last point, improving speed and फोकस, इसके लिए 2 चीजें कहूंगा. पहली चीज, हाउ टू इंप्रूव स्पीड इन QA. वन वेरी सिंपल थिंग, प्लीज रिड्यूस द क्वेश्चन पेपर. यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू सॉल्व ऑल 22 क्वेश्चंस इन QA. कोई नहीं कर रहा है सॉल्व वो, विच मीन्स यू ऑलरेडी नो दैट मुझे सिर्फ यार 15-16 सवाल ही करके होने हैं. उसमें से भी शायद वो भी ना करूं मैं, शायद 8-10 ही हो मेरे सवाल, विच मीन्स दैट व्हेन यू स्टार्ट योर QA section, the first thing which you need to do is please mark the questions which you will be doing in round 1, round 2 and at max in round 3. You will realize तुम्हारी औकात उसमें सिर्फ 15 questions करने की ही है. तो at least, which is a good news, that now you know that my question paper has reduced to only 15 questions. Quant for me is not a 22 question paper. It's a 14 question or a 15 question paper depending on who you are. That's that. That takes off so much स्ट्रेस ऑफ योर माइंड. अरे फटाफट कर लूं ये वाला क्वेश्चन, बिकॉज अभी आगे के क्वेश्चंस देखने की शायद वो वाला मैं जो आता हूं. नहीं, मैंने 3 मिनट लगा के सारे क्वेश्चन देख लिए, 5 मिनट लगा के सारे क्वेश्चन मैंने देख लिए. अब मुझे पता है मेरा 15 क्वेश्चन का है खेल. अब मेरे पास समय है. अब मैं उस हिसाब से हर क्वेश्चन को टाइम दूंगा. दिस वर्क्स. अडॉप्ट दिस वर्क्स. एंड द लास्ट थिंग फॉर स्पीड एंड फोकस इज वन वेरी सिंपल थिंग. 30 मिनट स्प्रिंट स्ट्रेटजी अगेन. 30 मिनट्स 15 क्वेश्चंस. दैट इज हाउ ईच डे यू प्रैक्टिस इन QA हैज टू बी. नीडलेस टू say, a broad checklist. Are you attempting 2 mocks each week and also analyzing those 2 mocks? If not, you are already in a problem. My dear friends, this was the only video you needed to solve your last minute problems in CAT, in improving your performance in CAT, so that you could go to, you could get a dream percentile in CAT, which, whatever that is for you. My dear friends, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot and goodbye.